National Nutrition Natural Health Reviews. 3 minutes of the latest naturopathic info with Canada's leading nutrition experts. Watch, learn, and get healthy naturally.
Happy holidays. I'm Naturopathic Doctor Jonathan Beatty, a health expert here at nationalnutrition.ca. Today, I want to give you some guidance on some healthy tips you can use through this holiday season, and specifically today we're going to be talking about smoothies. Smoothies are a great option if you're in a rush. The holidays tend to be busy. We're always running around from relatives to relatives, friend's house to friend's house. We've got a lot of extra shopping, a lot of extra cooking, cleaning, and all sorts of chores to do. And sometimes we don't have enough time to take care of ourselves. So I'm gonna just run down a few quick smoothie ideas that you might integrate into your daily routine through the holidays to ensure that you're getting all sorts of nutrition packed into a really easy to drink, portable food. And that's why smoothies are so effective. They're quick, they're easy, you can eat them on the run. You can actually make large amounts of in advance. So let's say you got a couple kids or family members that you've also got to feed. You want to ensure that they're going to be eating healthy over this holiday season. Make large batches of the smoothie, have it available. It's a quick, easy way to get a lot of nutrients in and get some really nutrient-packed foods. So my first one we're going to talk about is an almond cinnamon smoothie. You know, a lot of people go straight to berries as soon as they come in with a smoothie idea. What we're going to use instead, use about a cup of almond milk, again, ideally unsweetened. You're going to want to use some almond butter, 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how thick you want this smoothie to be. You're going to mix that in with about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And the real key here behind the cinnamon is it can actually help balance out blood sugars. So around the holidays when we tend to eat a few more extra sweets, it's a really nice way to incorporate some cinnamon into our diet to help our bodies balance out our blood sugars. So you mix together the almond milk, the almond butter, you're adding in the cinnamon, and then you can add in ideally 1 or 2 pitted dates. That's going to give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of flavor that's really going to help round out the smoothie. And then one trick I always add to my smoothies is the little crack of sea salt that just helps the flavors pop a little bit more, helps enhance the sweetness of the food. And you know, that's a smoothie right then and there. If it's too thick for you, add a little water, that'll help thin it out. And then again, if you need to make servings for 4, just take the instructions I gave you, multiply by 4, and just make a lot more of it. It's a very easy way to get a lot of calories, a lot of nutrients into your system. If you did tie one on a little hard the night before, let's say you're out at the staff Christmas party, the wine was flowing, the beer was flowing, the food was being eaten, you wake up the next day, you're not feeling 100% sharp because you're a little bit dehydrated, maybe a little bit hungover. There's a smoothie you can make to help alleviate that. Things you need to do, you need to rehydrate, you need to build up your electrolytes again. So we're going to start off, we're going to take some kale. It's a great alkalinizer. Alcohol will make your system a little bit more acidic. So we're going to add in some great green foods to help alkalinize our system. Now, the thing with kale though is it's bitter, so we're going to have to balance that out with some sweet. And we also want to make sure we get our electrolytes. So we're going to also add in a couple slices of peeled cucumber. That's going to give it a nice light, fresh taste. It's going to add a lot of water. We're going to add in some coconut water, unsweetened. This is going to give us a lot of our electrolytes to ensure we're rehydrating appropriately. And then I would typically recommend adding in like a vanilla flavored protein powder, just ensuring you get adequate protein into your system to allow your tissue to rebuild and heal. And then you could even add in sometimes supplements. I'll often open up a B complex and some vitamin C. This helps with detoxification pathways, helps your body manage any excessive alcohol a little bit better. And you know, this blend together, it's a nice, light, fresh tasting smoothie, and you know, can be really effective for just helping to hydrate again and helping rebuild your electrolytes so that you don't feel quite as run down the next day. So we've touched on our kind of kale electrolyte smoothie. We've touched on our almond smoothie. Last, we're really going to focus on kind of a superfoods, nutrient-packed smoothie. And with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to take a beet. Beets are a great source of nitrates, which help our body produce nitric oxide to improve blood flow. They're a really phenomenally nutritious food. So you throw a beet into the blender. Now, with this beet, what we're gonna add is some organic berries, whether you've got mixed berries or whether you've got just strawberries or raspberries or blueberries. Add those into the smoothie. This is gonna help alleviate some of the taste of the beet. It's gonna help round out the flavors a little bit. Then you would add something like I prefer coconut milk myself, but you could do a coconut rice or almond milk in there. Again, one of the reasons you'll notice I'm avoiding dairy in these recipes is it can be very mucogenic. And so if you're prone to colds and flus around the holiday, using milk can actually increase mucus production. So we're gonna try and minimize that. So that's why we go with the almond, the rice, or the coconut milk. We're gonna add that into the smoothie as well with the beet. Then we're gonna add in a nice, probably a teaspoon of cocoa powder, maybe a little bit more if you like it a little bit more chocolatey. Now you're gonna get into this lovely berry cocoa smoothie. Raw cocoa is one of the highest antioxidant sources in our diet, so that's why we're adding it in. And then just to spice things up, to invigorate our bodies a little bit, add in either a pinch of cayenne, or if you don't like the heat, you can add a little pinch of ginger. And that little spice, these are what we call hot spices, and they just basically help invigorate the body, help with blood flow, help with energizing ourselves. And doing this is really gonna help you feel a lot better. And then of course, adding in a protein source, whether you go with a whey, again, I typically caution against that because it can increase mucus production. So I'll typically go over to a sprouted rice protein or other protein of your choice. Blend that up, and again, you've got a nice, nutritious breakfast, lunch, or dinner, however you want to have it. Heck, it can even be a snack. And these are great ways to increase your nutrient intake over the holidays. So I hope these smoothie tips help you get a little creative in the kitchen. Check out more of our videos, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Any questions or comments, post them below, and always remember, knowledge is health.